Very cool.
And if you're Ivy, how do you like to ace 5? Well, he's going to make one call. See what plays out on the turn. 4 or a deuce could get him into more trouble. Jack's not necessarily a scary card. Well, there's only really ace 10 and ace 9 that Patrick Antonius can be in front of now. We might see a check. Yeah, he's checked it. He's decided this way. Well, there's another one of the hands out the way. And so now it's only really an ace 9 that Phil might be raising with that he can beat. If Phil does decide to bet here, I'd expect a call from Patrick, but definitely not a raise. Now, do you put a value bet in though here, if you're Antonius? I think you have to. Maybe get a call from ace 7.
They go up and down. They release. The back will release. The back will release. Does it? Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Here it is.
And of course it's always
$27,000 into a $33,000 pot. The pot is now $60,000. 27 to call. And if you're Phil Ivey, you put Antonius maybe on missed clubs, a missed flush draw, and are you forced to call? That is a valid hand to give Patrick. But you can also give him 8-10. Barry Mundy in the background, overseeing the action. He's our floorman. Here's the table director, making sure the game runs smoothly. Phil Ivey really thinking about this one. He's got the chips in his hands. Really needs to steady the ship, Phil. He makes a good lay down here. It'd be an easier lay down if there weren't clubs out there. But with the clubs. I love the bet by Antonius. It's a strong bet. It's not a weak call me bet.
I don't know. Sometime tonight.
Does it sell out like right away?
Yeah, they'll accomplish tickets too, but there's only limited number of tickets.
I think Phil's called too many of these bets when the only thing he's really beating is a bluff.
He's definitely going to want to see the huge kind of stuff. He's so played.
But beautifully played by Patrick. And he takes down yet another pot.
What it takes to be a good cash game player. You need to be very disciplined. You need to control yourself very well, because it's not enough if you win like 4 or 5 days and then one day you kind of lose it. On Steam you can lose way more than you just made in the past week, and so that's a very long run, and you need to have very good money management. You need to be a good player as well, because you're gonna face way tougher players than in tournaments.
Welcome back. We've got 11 of cards' sharpest shooters, all trying to make as much profit as possible and walk away with the Champions Trophy here at the FullTiltPoker.com $1 Million cash game. Let's get you straight back to your commentators, Gary Jones and David Tuckman.
And the action is on Phil Ivey. Phil Ivey won last year's $1 Million cash game. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he's going to have a tough time winning this one.
2001.
2100 from Brian Townsend with pocket nines. Call from Howard Lederer with the Snowmen. 8 high flop could be interesting. Just these two to the flop. How about a 7 high flop? This could also be very interesting. Both players at over pairs. Brian Townsend puts in a continuation bet. Howard Lederer, the professor, studying it, thinking about his best course of action. Got to decide whether this is the opportunity to find out where he is in the pot, or is he just going to keep calling Brian?
Cool.
There's a call. If it stays small, The action could keep going. Oh, that's definitely not small. The ace of diamonds is definitely an action killer.
Yeah, that takes some heart and determination.
Neither player likes to see the ace of diamonds there. Pot is $13,800.
Oh, Eric Sadell got up on his big.
Oh, Brian Townsend checked it.
Eric Sadell.
Well, with his 9, there's not much you can beat there. You can only really beat 8.
And that might be the
And in
only
this
time
case,
he
with the ace
ever
out
played.
there, really puts him in a tough spot.
Well,
he probably would have got a call from 5s or 6s in this
before he got up.
on that flop spot. Yeah, good point. 5s could actually make a bet here as well.
You don't want to put the $100
Now picking up deuces as well as the 6s. Kind of semi-bluff
I really
hand.
think he just didn't realize it. He was tired and wanted to quit and forgot that he had a button.
But this bet, a difficult call for Brian. It's only 8 into 13,800 though. But now, there really aren't many hands that you can beat in this spot, especially not the bet coming from Howard Lederer. Still looks like he's making the call though. He's going to call, and I imagine it's probably going to go check on the river. We'll see. Pot is 29,000. 10 of spades on the river changes nothing.
Check.
And it goes check.
That beats true.
As I correctly predicted. You should play poker, do you know that, David? I might start.